Hi, this is Professor Sohan, and you are watching me at my YouTube channel, Professor Sohan Acharya Sohan. So, I welcome you all. If you are new on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe this and hit the like button if you like this video and the other videos which are being earlier uploaded on this channel. So, in this series, we are going to talk about mm, the book which is prescribed for 10th class and that is being set into the playlist. You are requested to watch the whole series. In this video particularly we are going to talk about chapter 7, glimpses of India. That is parted into the three sections. Number one, a baker from Goa. Number two, Coorg. Number three, tea from Assam. In this video we will talk about the first one, a baker from Goa. It's a very interesting chapter. We will see that how the writer have their own experience and he went at so many places and here he also visited Goa. The writer, that's Lucio Rodrigues, he shares his own experience by this way of writing. So you are requested to watch this video till end. Don't skip it. Don't take it lightly. Fine, because it's going to help you in a long run. So you are requested to watch this completely. Fine. Again, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe it. I hope this effort of mine may be helping to needy students in a very simple way. It's an easy series in the sense of I'm not going to show you any kind of slides and PPT and all that kind of stuff, which is already being uploaded on so many channels. Here we will just talk about the summary of the chapter, the theme of the chapter, the main characterization of the chapter, which kind of question will be asked into the final examination, find which kind of vocabulary you must means understand and have a good command on that. So we are going to talk about all these things. Fine, stay tuned with me. And the medium of this class would be without any doubt English, and we will talking about all the crucial information, all the chapters detail, minute detail, major detail, one by one. So to begin with this chapter, a baker from Goa, marvelous, splendid, from here means this the stating the opening statement of the chapter is that this is a pen portrait of traditional gaon village baker which still has important place in his society. So in this chapter, the writer is talking about a village. Right? It's a kind of experience which they just exposed of after having a practical experience of that particular place, and you will see that what was the important thing and which kind of way of life the people have during that time. Fine. So the chapter starts with that our elders are often heard reminiscing nostalgically about those good old Portuguese days. The Portuguese and their family loaves of bread, those eater of the loaves might have vanished, but the maker are still there. We still have among us the mixture, the modelers, and those who bake the loaves. Those old age time tested furnaces still exist. The fire in the furnace has not yet been extinguished. The third and jingle of the traditional baker's bamboo, hurling his arrival in the morning, can still be heard in some places. Maybe the father is not alive, but the son still carries on the family profession. These bakers are even today known as pedder in Goa. So, in the very first passage, writer is sharing his own experience that what they feel about the simply we to whom we call Peri Bala, pedder is being called in the language of people who live in Goa, and why they are so crucial because they fulfill our day-to-day needs. We also encounter some kind of bakers in our day-to-day life, and they some are the grocers, some are the vegetable seekers, some are the hawkers. They have been serving in their own way. Definitely, that is the source of earning for themselves. But we cannot deny the role and importance of all those bakers in our life. Similarly, writer also sharing the baker of Goa's role into the life of the people who live in Goa. After them, Writer says that during our childhood in Goa, the baker used to our friend, companion, and guide. He used to come at twice a day, once when he set out in the morning on his sailing round, and then again when he turned after emptying his huge basket. The jingling thud of the bamboo woke up us from, and we ran to meet and greet him. Why was it so? Was it for love of the loaf? Not at all. The loaves were brought by some Paskin or Westheim, the maid servant of the house. These are the two servants. Then, what we longed for were those bread bangles which we choose carefully. Sometimes it was sweet bread or special meat. Then, moving further, the baker made his musical entries on the scene with the jing jing bell, sound of the specialty made bamboo staff. I think I am audible to all. Now you can hear me clearly if I'm not wrong. My voice is audible to all. Yes, I can see. So the baker, yes, the baker made his musical entry on the scene with the jing jing and the sound of his specially made bamboo staff. One hand supported the basket on the his other hand the bamboo on the ground. He would greet the lady of the house with good morning, and we kids would be pushed aside with mild rebuke, and loaves would be delivered to the servant. But we would not give up. We would climb a bench and puppet and peep into the basket. Somehow I can recall the typical fragrance of those loaves, loaves for elder and bungalows for the children. Then we did not even care to brush our teeth or wash our mouth properly. And why should we? We would take the trouble of plucking the mango loaf and for that toothbrush. Then, and why it is necessary at all, the tiger never brushes his teeth. How he could wash and clean up everything so nicely after all. So, in this passage, writer share his own experience that which kind of feeling they have towards the those baker and why they were eager to meet just to hear that bell or to get the loaves. But he's sharing that we were eager to meet with that baker means that the bell which they were used to uh, ring that was totally means touched to their brain and heart, and no doubt the loaves, the people in Goa and in Maharashtra also. In Maharashtra, vada pav is very important, and basically in Goa, they used to prefer this particular that's pav. So that is their morning bread. Nobody can deny the fact. They used to get these in their morning breakfast. So here, a writer might have visited over that place in that time. I think 20, 25 years ago, this chapter was written. And he just sharing his own experience while living over there. No doubt, he was maybe the citizen of that particular place and might be talking about his imaginary state, but whatever he's talking, that's important. The human emotion, the human connectivity, the service they render to the people of that village. So all these things are being told by the narrator very beautifully. After then, moving further into the chapter, marriage gifts are meaningful without the sweet bread known as bowl. Just as party of a feast loses its charm without bread, no doubt. Not enough can be said to show how important a baker can be. Definitely important. Bakers have their own importance in everyone's life and can be village. The lady of the house must prepare sandwich on the occasion of her daughter's engagement. Cakes and all has are a must for Christmas as well as a festival. Thus, the presence of the baker furnace in the village is absolutely essential. The baker or bread seller of those days had a peculiar dress known as its kabat. Remember this one, Kabat. Now, the writer is going to talk about the means you can say marketing strategy of those bakers with us. He's going to talk about. First of all, he will talk about his appearance, then the way he looks to appear. Earlier, also, he was talking some economic points and our marketing agendas that jingling the bell, and after then, just a, a separate kind of appearance which capture the attention of its audience and definitely their customers also. Then he said, Kabat, it was a single piece long frock reaching down the knee. In our childhood, we saw bakers wearing a shirt and trousers which were shorter than a full length. Then uh, one's end longer than the half pants, to whom we call capri, similar to that. Even today, anyone who wears a half pant and which is just uh, below the knees invites the comment that he's dressed like a pedal. I think there are some voice issue. Don't worry, it's just because of the, I think, poor signal, but we have good signals. Then Baker usually collected his bills at the end of the month. Monthly accounts used to be recorded on some wall in pencil. Banking was indeed a profitable profession. In the old days, the baker and his family never starved. He and his family and his servants always looked happy and prosperous. Their plums physique was an open testimony to this. And even today, any person with a jackfruit-like physical appearance is easily compared to a baker. So writers just simply defined that how Baker were used to work, uh, not only used to work, but they also in today's time also in contemporary time in our own areas we can see that the role of bakers, even the role of the fairy wala simply we can say, they used to sell so many day-to-day needy things at very small cost, and we cannot deny the importance of all those services which they render to us. So it was all in all, writer just gave an overview of his experience, the baker of the Goa. First, he talked about the way they enter into their day-to-day life, with starting of the morning, with jingling of the bell, then sharing the loaves, bed of loaves. After then, the writer talks about the role of bakers in everyone's life, and then he went on to sharing with the means marketing strategy of that baker, that he used to wear a certain kind of dress, so that's why he can capture the attention of the audience of his customer towards himself or herself. So that is also best selling strategy. And in the last passage he also mentioned that it was not means a baker can never be a out of profession. Definitely they would be talking about, and they would be selling the things and which are required for our day-to-day life. So it was all in all. I hope you get the crux of the summary. Then, if we talk about the few important terms and phrases which are used from examination point of view, like reminiscing nostalgically means thinking fondly of the past. Means we are over engaged in the past feeling and thoughts. Then hurdling, that means announcing, rebuke. Rebuke is an expression. Mm, then fragrance, it's a scent. So voice shrinking, I'm getting one comment. Voice is shrinking. I think after just uploading, after finishing this live, you would be able to get the test version of this one. And if we have the voice shrinking problem, definitely we have to. Uh, yes. So we have very wonderful comments. No matter, let them do their work. So we are talking about our own work. So this chapter, in this chapter, writer have told about so many things, and from examination point of view, a direct question may be asked, and you might be asked to put to write the character sketch of baker. And what is the theme? Theme simply the role of the services rendered by the baker to the people of Goa. Fine. If we go into the details, there are some oral comprehensions also from this, and there are few simple questions. The pedder was an important person in the village in the old time. Yes, definitely. These are the statements, correct? Pedder still exists in Goa village. Yes, definitely. The pedder went away with the Portuguese. Yeah, a few of them has gone away, but still some exist over there. The peddlers continue to wear a single piece long frock. Yes, definitely. Bread and cakes were an integral part of Goan life in old days. And nowadays also, bread and simply we can say the pastries. These are the part of not only for the Goa people, but for we. It is also still important. So we cannot deny the role of garbage and the role of this fast food and the soft food in our life. Then traditional bread making is still very profitable business. Yeah, pastry making is a means profitable business is a long time. Right? Their father and their family starve in the present times. No, they cannot be starved because their business never go out of the date. So is bread an important part of the Goa life and how do we know this? Yes, definitely bread is the important part of the Goa's life because they start their day with getting a bread of peace from the pedals. Then it's all in all. So I hope you would have some clarity about this chapter. And if still you feel that you are confused and you get any confusion about anything else, please put into the comment section. You can directly send to me also on my WhatsApp number. So that's why I can work for you. Similarly, the basic agenda and the basic purpose of this channel and this series is to help the student in mass. Uh, Due to this COVID pandemic era, our students are suffering with huge academic gap and academic loss. So to fulfill that academic loss, I took that initiative. So that's why it become easy for the students to go with the whole summary and crux within a few minutes, and they won't be able to understand the whole concept. Many other people on this YouTube channel have put a huge content by putting slides, by putting all these things, but I decided to deliver this class, this lecture in this way. So that's why within 20 to 25 minutes, we can understand the whole chapter. So again, if you are new to this channel, I request you, please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit like button. Fine. So tomorrow again, we shall be meeting about and talking about the next chapter of this unit in a greater children. Thanks for watching.